Let's see a few things here. I'm just going to get some water because I forgot to get to get some water. I'll be right back, okay, guys? Okay, I'm back. And I got some cookies. So let me read. Oh yes, that's very handy. That's what I love on the old sequencers, like the Sonic had. You could just create several patterns that is squished together, and you have a song track that was uh, uh, let's say larger than the patterns. Oops. Okay, I'm back. So let me. Seems that everything here is set correctly, but there is an option that I'm overlooking. I guess. In this guy here, I have to reconnect this one. Well, it's kind of working. I'm not going to mess too much with this right now because I have to fix some other stuff too. Mm, let's make a quick backup of the files, then I can continue. But I want to take a look now. Hmm, that's a very nice idea. I was thinking on that for my Beat 707. You can check that out too if you want. The Beat 707 uses a microcontroller, Arduino based, so you don't have much memory. So having a track just for the transposing, well, you can see on the side if you want. The neighbors are yelling at the kids. I forgot they don't have this option. I think a lot of people don't know that there's such option. Okay, how can I make this easier to see? Hmm. Let me think of something. Mhm. The neighbors are really mad at the queue. Mhm. So what I'm doing now is just some silly stuff, just some cosmetic option, but it's really important for those starting because there are some things that are too hidden in the program. The zoom options is one, for instance. So I'm fixing that. Let's see how this looks. Oh, oh, I forgot. I forgot that this is not done in this way. Okay, it's just something simple. Now I have to figure out where the mouse is going to be on the zoom option. Ah, silly me. Yes, it does everything. Everything you can imagine, Juice does. How do I I keep forgetting some stuff. Okay. Okay. Oh yes, C++. And it's a mess. It's driving me crazy. Oh, but it works. My father just got a cell phone. God save me. Oh, he's riding me. But that's nice. I'll just have to figure out the size. I don't remember what's this. It's been a while since I coded this figure out. But I think it's the height. I can only imagine. He's typing on the cell phone. It's a very small screen, but at least he's trying. Because all my aunts, he just he he just wrote, "I will have to adapt," because he was used to the computer and email. Let me send him a picture. That's going to be crazy. All because his sisters wanted him to be on the internet and to be on the messaging system and stuff like that. I just sent him a picture because I don't use email that much. It's more like Messenger, Facebook, and WhatsApp, and that's pretty much it. Okay, yeah. Let me think now. What's the total size of the thing? That's going to be crazy. That's the total size. Yeah, that's the total size. Hmm. Now I have to guess a bit. Okay, let's see. X. No, that's not correct. How to get the center? Divided by 2. Okay. Divided by 2 give me a center value. It has to be larger than that. Larger than that. And because this is the size of this stuff. So when this happens, I'm going to shrink the little burger as the drag again here. have to do the same thing for the other guy. Now, how can I calculate this? I'm going to guess 100 pixels. No, 200. Well, 220. Yeah. But one is mine, the others. Well, that should do it. Okay, that's not working. It's really not working. Let me check again. Print X, print Y. That's the one I should use instead. I don't remember when you release the mouse button if it tells you where it's releasing. So just in case. No, it's not working. Okay, let's check the code again. I don't remember where it starts. It starts in the top or the bottom. Okay. 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. 160. Let's times 2 actually. Oh, okay. 0, 1, 2. And the bottom of the 1, 2. I think I know. Let's see now. It's right now. I lost the place I was looking. This is a bit boring, but something I want to improve. That's weird. Yes. And check again. Where is the code? Now, where is the code? That's right. It's the thing. Sometimes it's best just store the information somewhere. You can create more than two. Why not? Little burger. I know it's ugly, but it works. It's easier to handle. Mhm. Okay. Ah, oh, okay. Well, it's okay. It's better than nothing. Anyway, but oh, well, it's too much. I think it's 40 characters. Pixels. 40 pixels should do it. Okay, it's not so bad. And then also the offset position. I want to do something like this. Mouse. Well, this at least gives some options so the person doesn't get too lost in the interface. This is something. But I also want to add a screw bar. Wow. Only thing I don't know how to do is to make the mouse repeat. It's not really an issue, but it would be nice. Now it's just something small little thing, but at least people know that it can now zoom in and out. Because you can do this with the right click holding shift, but somehow it's not documented very well, so not a lot of people know about it. Let me stretch my leg just a minute, guys. Oh. Oh well. Man, it's getting colder here today. Yesterday was 2 degrees, and now it's 20, I think. Now it's 21 now. That's different type of temperature. I'm going to add this information here, but then I'm going to also put information about. Okay, so this is already, this is also, some people are going to read there. I'll have to work on a manual. I know I'm delaying that because it's a very boring thing to do, to the manual, but I have to do. I was doing videos because videos are much easier for me to do, but because I make a lot of grammar errors and stuff like that. I'm not native English. English is not my main native language. It's my second language, actually. You can tell that. I'm sure. So that's why I hate doing manuals, because I often make a lot of typos. And on the video, it's funny because on the video, people don't mind so much if I say something wrong, if I don't say it perfectly, because for some reason it's just easier to understand. It doesn't look so bad compared to printed paper or a PDF on the screen. That's my view. Okay. Another thing I was thinking is about the, let me show the sample player, because the sample player has the granular synthesis, and this option here, the start point, turns into the granular position or the sample start position from you're not using granular. But there's also the wavetable loop modulation, so for now it's kind of hiding. I was doing some tests yesterday. Let me load up my FX teleport again. And I was thinking of making it a bit more clear, but it will require some interface change, and I'll have to do myself, I guess, and I hate doing that. Let me do some tests here. Because right now what's happening, I'm changing the loop modulation. That's the wavetable modulation. And a lot of people don't know that Wusik Station does that. So, well, I have an idea. It's a bit ugly, as always, but at least gives me an option. I'm just going to show on the screen there. Let me do something on the sample player. I'm going to add some information there. I'm going to listen to some art of noise, but I'm not going to stream the music. I'm trying to connect to my Bluetooth speaker that's on the living room, but it's too far, so it's failing. So what I'm going to do, it's a bit ugly, but it works. When you load a wavetable, like this is a wavetable, but you can't know that. So I'm just going to write here, wavetable, use loop modulation, or I'm going to rename the loop modulation. I'm going to figure something out. Oh, little bugger, just work out. Work it out. But I didn't know that people call that wavetable. For me, it's just like a loop modulation because it's actually what it's doing. But oh well, they don't seem to be wanting to connect. All this so I don't have to get up and go there and sync the device. I'm going to do that. Okay, now it's connected. So, well, I guess I'm just going to write there. Let me figure out where I can write that. Actually, I have to do two things. Because I think. Let me check where it gets loaded. It's actual sample file. There's sounds. Strange. What compiler are you using? For me, it compiled very, very well. Let me double check here, since you're asking. Let me check. Minimize these. Folder juice. But this juice is a bit old. So the VST host, audio plugin host, I guess, is the one. I'm using a Visual Studio 2013, and it compiles fine. I compiled this last week without problems. So another option, another option is I could send to you the Juicer program compiled here on machine, and it allows you to recreate the project settings so it finds the files. Um, if you want, I can do that. It's no big deal. Just send me an email because it's just this file here. It's 7 meg. Producer is the one that you load, and then you load the and you go back to the juice folder, examples, audio plugin host. Then you load this file, plugin host, with the producer. Or try to compile the producer first, because if it's failed already, it means that something is wrong with the files, or something like that. And if you want me to talk more about this, just ask me, then I'm going to talk more about it. Otherwise, I'm going to continue here trying to figure out a few things. Think. Let me add something here. I'm going to do some changes then to make it clear to see that it's a wavetable file. What I'm doing, I'm just checking if the file has a loop end and samples higher than loop end times, let's say 4. No, not loop ends, loop size actually. Oh yes, if you don't want to mess around with the VST files, but I think they have the files now. Just the VST3. Just disable VST3 and it should compile. Otherwise, if you want me to send you the file, just let me know. It's very easy for me to send. I'm going to use 6 here because a wavetable that has less than 6 sounds in it is not going to be very usable anyway. But at least this should work. Okay, just let me know if you need anything, okay? I don't mind talking about this in here. It's not going to upset me anyway. I like helping people. To be honest, I'm in this market for nearly 20 years now, and I can only code today because a lot of people helped me out. In the very beginning, when I was doing the very first C++ project, a guy told me, you will not be able to do that. And well, you know what? I bought a big ass book. I searched the internet. At the time, the internet was very thin, and I really, really did my best to learn. And the first program was terrible. It was just a mess. And but it worked, and it was not bad. It has some good sound. Not many people know about this program because I later uh, went with a partnership with a guy that I don't want to mention the name, and it was not a good partnership. But the first program was, I think it was that DAL Alpha, 2K, I think, something like that was the first one. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm have been a C++ programmer for 20 years now. Before I was using Delphi, Visual Pascal, and other languages. And later on, I got a friend, Luigi Felici, who owns Dash Signature in Softing, and he was great. It was a great partner. But I ended up selling my company to him, and had to create a new company. And well, that's pretty much the story until now. So, okay, let me see. Where does it get drawn? The custom area. I need to figure out a way, a place to draw something. Let me see what's my space like. Oh, I can only imagine. That should be very boring, but it's great. It's a great job. I work on this as a living, so there are days that it's boring, but there are days that it's great. So it depends on the day. Today it's a bit boring because I'm just doing some small stuff, but I think it was yesterday that I did some important things and was very good. Today I'm just adding a few things. I'm going to write something here on the bottom area because there is a good space there. So it should be where it shows this effect file. No, that's why it's not fine. It's here. Okay. Okay. Layers, which is layer. Let's see. Is this the one I'm looking for? Oh, here the sounds. GTK. That one I don't know. Don't know anything about it. But should be fun, I guess. So let's see. table, then a space. I don't know what could I add there that's going to wavetable file. I don't know. Let's see how this looks. Equals that. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Where did I forget something? Uh, McLaren identifier. Okay. I was thinking if there's anything besides Juice to create stuff that's music based because I want to see if there are other options maybe. Because Juice is I think Juice is a bit expensive for me at least. Okay, wavetable file. Okay, it shows there at least. It's not the best thing ever, but it works. Now, what I want to do is replace the loop modulation with the wavetable name. But I can't just go there and change it because the old presets would not load correctly. So instead, I'm going to change in the code how it loads up. Now there's a place for that. There are actually two ways to do this. As for the updated label on the loop modulation, I just have to check how that works. Oh no. Label. Forgetting the name of the thing. Because there's so many options in the code. Updated label. Check label. Well, actually Wusik Stuff is also using it. But I didn't change that because I'm the only one that reads this. How does the get updated label works again? What the hell? It's called from the special data type. Okay. I think I know how this works. You just have to look the custom filter. The custom filter uses that. Okay. Very easy to use. So we have the updated label. Get special data. Here's the place. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it works. Let's see again. Wave table. It's so nice. Good boy. Now it may not work with Wusik 4000, but well, again, it's not a problem. It's still going to show loop modulation there. Let's see if Wusik 8000 is going to update as supposed. Do you know anything about Android phones? Because I was hoping that I could get some kind of widget that will show when my screen is locked. You could just do a search on the internet, see if I find something. Okay. I'm also new to Android. I know a few things, but not that much. Okay. Let me load something here. Okay, much better. Ah, come on, dude. Stop fooling around. See, wave table. That's nice. Now let's see. Two things here. The wave sequencer. Okay, zoom out. Let's see if the wave table. Yeah, it gets renamed wave table. That's nice. This Fusk 4000, I guess, is not going to work, so I'm not even going to test. Just some small things, but it helps out because it makes more sense. I don't know everything, so people help me out a lot because yes, but the problem is that in my case, for what I need to do is not it doesn't compile to native code like C++ does. Um, Ah, a lot of chains on these versions. Ah, I didn't know about that. The Fruit Loops synth builder. That's nice. There's so much stuff I don't know about. Impressive. Okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look at what was the last things people reported on the forum. Uh, Before I start messing around with other stuff in the program. I can't find what there was some lists that. Oh, here's some options the guy was talking about. Okay, let's let me take a look at some options here. Okay, okay. Let's take a look at the modulation matrix and see how I could add such option. Ah, let's work. Still area. Here's the modulation matrix. I don't know how to call it. It's matrix, right? Modulation matrix. Some people made fun of me how I say that, but I think it's right. What is the matrix? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. Mouse down. Thumbs up. Now there are some options here to move up and down, so okay. Well, I think I understand what I have to do here. I have to split my code. All this is when you add a new matrix um, item. So it asks everything that has to be asked. Whoa, that's a big difference, man. On my notebook, it's even worse. It would take like 5 minutes for some stuff that takes 20 seconds on the computer I'm using right now. Let me figure out why I'm not getting the whole thing. Do, do, do. Parallel compiling. Oh, that's great. I don't know if this computer have because this computer is a quad core, so I think it does that. At least I hope it does. It would be very stupid if it didn't do that. $20. Man, that's crazy. I can only imagine how complicated the code is to take 20 minutes. Jesus. So, okay. Create new. I. Create new. Create new, just. Create new. I need to know two things when I want to create new. Let me think now. If I just look when I actually create something. Oh, here, the modulation connection. This is going to fry my brain. Did I tell you that I removed all the warnings from the compilation? Just as you asked. Some I fixed it, some I just removed it. Mostly I fixed it. It was not a big deal. Oh yeah. Ah, the dog just farted again. Ah, Jesus. She's worse than me. Okay. She's. Okay, that should do this. Let's go to the child window. Child window! Oh, here. The Matrix has you. I'm silly. Now I need to figure it out. A few things. Because this should work in two ways. Connections array. That's the connections array. I have to improve that. Oh, you got it compiled? That's great, man! Did you do just the Windows version? Oh, here, modulation connections. I hate when this happens. Why am I doing this two times? First parameter, destination parameter. The same thing. If you ever need some help on the Mac area, just let me know. I was able to create a virtual machine with a virtual box for the Mac, and it works pretty good, pretty well. It doesn't. Oh, do you mind telling me how to do that? But I have no clue on how to do this. So this is not required at all. This is going to be complicated, but I can do it. Let's think a little bit, and maybe we'll find a way. So create new. Okay, where was the option? Sometimes I feel like some mosquitoes are on me. Right click on your project. Okay, right on project. I don't think it's here. Configuration properties. I'm lost. Configuration properties. There are two options here. Configuration manager. No, that's not it. Properties. Common properties. What a mess. Configuration manager. Wusik under solution. Okay. Properties. Oh, okay. Okay. C++. Which process complete? Oh, it's already selected. I think it just selected for me somehow, or at some point already selected. That's why it's so fast. It's very, very fast. Thanks, man. And it's really doing it very fast. I forgot to use a pointer here. Bloody mosquitoes are on my leg again. And I had some poison to fry their asses. Mosquitoes. Die, mosquitoes, die! Actually, I think it's the wind. My legs are just moving the hairs. Then I think it's some bug, but it's not any bug. Add new. Oh, okay, it works. So okay, now I have to think how to change. It's not hard actually. Maybe I'm going to do it in a different way. Type. No, let's see. Position and process. Something like that, I guess. Because I want to be able to do this smart types. So let's create an enumerator here. How to create an enumerator with a name. I always forget that. I don't know why. There are some things in C++ that everybody do every day, and I just don't, and I forget. And oh, okay, is the name. Process type new change source change destination. That should do it. New position 0. New. Okay. Okay then. So now how do I know the size of the first block? I know there's a place for that. There's always a place for everything. Ah boy. Let's look. Paint, okay. I think it's this thing. Let's hope that's what I want. Why it's complaining? See, no warnings. I make it look good. Just a minute. Okay, so okay, that's cool. That's what I wanted. But I was also want our event is pop-up menu. What's the name again? There's a name for that. I keep forgetting. What's the name? Yellow. Oh, it's moth. Some stuff for me are not very clear, but so what are we going to do now? I have to check if it's over. Okay, let's check it out. And if this last thing, what's the first label? Oh, it's very clever. Layer 2. Else. Okay. Should now be able to change stuff up. These are not going to add to the Wusik Stuff because on Wusik Stuff you can just drag and drop the wires around. It's just Wusik Station doesn't have this option. Yes, yeah. Create new. Well, that's not actually named. It should be now. It should be change. I think it's no change. No. Never know how to write this. If M on M sets. Well, just me that is looking, so it's a typo. It's not a big deal. I hope not. Jesus. Okay. Item selected. Process type. Change source. Change destination. Now, let's hope this works. Oh, okay, let's see where. Okay, let's see. Simple as that. So what I'm doing now is uh, I'm adding an option to allow the editing of a modulation matrix without having to actually change it. What are the other options? Let's see. What are the numbers? Okay. Let's see if the first option is working. Delete. Okay. And adding a new. Okay. Seems to be working. And the right click also works. And other options just going. Oh, that's nice. Enable layouts. Okay. Just let me finish the code and it's going to be working great. Because then you're going to be able to change the, let's say here, instead of LFO you want the envelope. So just go there and select envelope. Of course it's going to crash because I didn't finish the code. So let me finish the code now. So here, change source. So we have the source, but we don't have the destination. Oh, come on, dog. Jesus. Position. Position. Change source. Destination module. That's X module. X destination parameter equals destination parameter. Remove position. Source change destination. Now that sucks. The code's a bit messy, so let me fix that. For the names doesn't tell me much. That's just stupid. I don't know what I did like that. There must be a reason, like laziness. Sorry, guys. So X module. Let's not look in the first one. What the heck is going on here? So let me name it destination module. It's much better. Now here, this is just crazy. Source module. I know. Let's go to the top list. Completion. Source module. There. Source module equals this guy. Okay. Okay, that's much cleaner. Ah, Jesus, what a mess. But it's going to work now. Change destination, so source equals source par source parameter. Source module. Well, this should work in theory. Let's see what happens. Two, three, Sleep. Yeah, it's working. And I can move up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. But here I want the LFO. Well, let's not delete stuff here. So if process equals, instead of deleting, aha! And now we do things in a different way. So I change this source equals source module. Source parameter equals source parameter. Okay. Then it doesn't get deleted and changed in position. Destination parameter. I'll have to do another thing, otherwise it's going to be messy. Destination module, destination parameter. Because there's this guy here. Ah, well. That should do. Nice. Let me hear it working. Well, that works. Another new thing added. Let me just test a bit more, just in case. Let me check if the areas are correct. Okay, cancel. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't mess up. Oh, seems to be good. Okay, this is just for Wusik Station. Well, what's going on here? Okay, another one bites the dust. So I'm going to take a short break, then I'm going to be back. So I'll be right back, guys. Well, okay. Let me just copy some files here. I'm just going to do a few things here, then be right back, guys. I want to do some templates to some modules. Yeah. The other videos I did, they muted because I was listening to unauthorized music. That's okay. I understand. So let's go back to work. Oh my ass hurts. Been sitting too long. Mm. That's one of the problems that programmers have to face. Ah, the dog wants attention now, but I must keep on working. Ow! No! Crazy little dog. Okay, let me read again. What was the last one I was opening? Uh, my face in that video is terrible. Okay, let me think now. Okay, I have done a backup of this, so this is pretty much done. Oh my eye! My twitchy eye twitching on Twitter. On Twitch! Sorry! Twitch, not Twitter. Okay, let me see. The multi-line envelope again. Let's go back there. Let's create some templates for it. That's going to be a nice feature. So I just have to think where I'm going to store that information. Usually I place on the extras folder. And this is going to work for all the three products. So let me think here. The main problem I see is that let me see. There's no extras. Folder. There's no folder. Oh, this is not the sample player, of course, so there's no folder. Okay. So let me think here. Mhm. because I receive on the special data. Set special data. Where is it? Let's set special data. So it's around here. I receive the information. Receive it here. But then, in the case of the multi-line envelope, it's here. The code's big. Key of the sample player, otherwise it's just sending the data for the location. That's a lot of things happening here. So XPath should be the data for the location, but let's just be double sure. There's no point on assuming anything and then getting in trouble. Oh yeah, that's correct. So whoop. I'm going to use that to store in the extras folder some templates. And I guess I can use, as always, the XML file. It's not hard actually. I just have to think carefully. Let me change my music here. Where is it? Yeah, a while since I listened to Kazabian. I don't know how to say the name properly. I need to improve my English. If I'm going to keep up doing daily videos, my English has to improve. Maybe I'm going to go to some classes. Okay, maybe not. So let me write this down because this is going to be useful. I know it's a bit lazy to just do the things I'm doing like this way, but well, heck, it's just easier for me at least. That's the multi-line envelope. Special data string. Well, what am I using this for? Oh, it is a special data string. Now, data folder. Warn you. Bye. So, okay, what I'm going to do? Iterator. Do I have an iterator here? No iterators. Why do I have an iterator on the visiting effect? That's the directory iterator. Sorry guys. Because I never remember how to use this thing. In my opinion, the brain should not have to worry about everything. Store in the internet! And then just fetch the information when you need it. And leave more space for Resident Evil. Sorry. Okay, let me think. Take a look again at Stingalow. Oh, I forgot to remove that. So when I right click, I want to see templates here. Is that zoom? So this is the pop-up. Well, I don't know the lyrics, so just mumble along. Okay. What I'm going to do here is check first if the directory exists and if there are any files in there. So it should be the folder data folder slash plus extras folder extras folder slash plus, let's call this multi-line with templates. Find files on. There's not going to be an option for directories. So let's create something here. String templates list. Oh man, stop farting, man! The dog's farting like crazy. Maybe I should take her outside. But she's not asking to go outside, so whatever. Jesus. Then if it's not empty, to the end, then it's string templates list. Actually, it's new line plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I don't know, maybe that. New line, then a separator, templates, then a separator. I don't, if I recall, I can use these also. I have to double check, but I think that's correct. And let's not go crazy with this. Let me create this. No, that's not good. String array, templates list. And then we create update templates list. Then we just update it when we create a new one, so it shows on the. Come on, when I say goodbye to you. Okay, let me create this somewhere. Ah, my nose. Because the cold wind. I had to open the window for the smelly dog. Poor little girl. She's great. I love her. But sometimes she fights too much. Oh boy. Don't turn around, a good reason is treason. Go away again. I like the lyrics of this song. You come along and I say goodbye to you, because the reason is treason. Simple but direct. So what's the name of the guy again? Templates list. Ah, come on, dude. Write it correctly. Add. Get file. Get file name without extension. I'm running this computer on VNC, so it sometimes is slow and I get upset. But it works. Reason is treason. I say goodbye to you. You come along and I say goodbye. And you have to update the list also when the data folder gets called. Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that. Don't be yourself. Crack me up. If I recall, I don't need this because there's always a slash at the end of the data folder. But I could be wrong. We have to test it out and see. Multiline envelope templates. Now, okay, this is listing the files and it's going to show in the lists. Okay. So we also need an option called write template. So it should be reset soon. And templates. Save new. and then if there are files, starts starts to list. So it should be that. Just save templates, and it's going to be obvious that the other ones are to be loaded. So save new template actually. Not just save template, but you can actually overwrite, so it's not going to be new. So that's good. That should work out. So now I have to get the information. Let's see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. It's 5. It's asking to save the template. Let me check where this get called, because I always forget. 5. What's here? Seven, then you're selecting template. Okay. So now I have to save it. Oh boy, I always forget how to save stuff. But let me check my sample player. Export. Not here, that I want something else. Come on, man. Killing me. You're killing me, dude. It's not here, it's up there. Where is it? I hate this. Too much stuff going on. Oh, here's part sample blank. Oh, it's so simple, and yet I forget how it works. But that's okay. As I say, too much stuff in my brain. Save template. Template folder. The troops on fire. Under fire, I think. tectonic. What I'm doing here? So, outline envelope. Outline envelope template. Come on, come on, get up and do the wall. Kill us all. How to create how to provide a file again. I keep forgetting stuff. Perfect set. Create XML. Check. Before I kill us all. I'm doing great XML. XML. Oh, idiot. And I have to delete it after I'm done. Okay. Write file. Get file. Get result. I want to make one sound. File destination. Get result. Fine. Okay. To make a break it down. Okay. Then I have to write also then I write on the template the parameters. It should write all the templates information which line envelope template. I also have to create the directory. Let's see if it's going to create the directory as well. I don't remember if it does. Now it's probably going to even fail before I try. Highlights folder. Create directory. Okay. Fine. Let's check again. 5. 6, not 5. There's no 0. Forgot. Okay. Okay. Then after it gets saved, I must update the list. Okay. And now we load up. Just have to remember how to load up. I keep forgetting stuff. So let's load up now. X file. Doesn't like that. Okay. Never mind. So now I'm loading the file. I'll load it up again. Uh, I have to restart the other guys now. Alrighty then. This should do it. Oops. Yeah, some silly mistakes. Nothing serious. Oops. Oops. Let's check it again. Getting the child by name. And here I didn't save as a child. Yeah. Okay. I see the problem. Well, I'm just going to use the same format. What? Just open the class view. Oh. Button got stuck. Yeah, unstuck now. Didn't copy. Oh man. Are you kidding me? Yes. Or I just could load. I get confused at how Juice use this XML format, but well, it's my fault. Okay, it works. Another feature. Now I need to add these wave sequences as well. Let's see how this will work with the Wusik 8000 now. It should be the same. It's compiling. Let's see how it goes. Whoops. Okay, it works. Okay. Booyah! A lot of stuff happening. Well, I think I'm going to just compile the files, recompile actually. And then I'm going to upload the new files and I'm going to rest for today. Well, you did a lot. So um, I'm going to finish up for today. I'm going to compile all the files, then I'm going to upload to the server and let users know there's a new beta version up. And you guys will see again on Monday. Monday I'm going to be here again. And if you need anything, just let me know. And thanks for watching. So see you again on Monday. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.